his sins.
Hey folks, welcome back to MusicalConman plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's been a minute. Let's get on and try a brand new run today. Let's do whoever the game wants us to do. And then let's play the game and beat the game and win. Cain. Alright, we've already been south, so let's see if we can go north. Apparently Boss Rush is unlocked if we specifically get Mama Mega, which is interesting. Didn't know that was a way we could do that. So, hey, still learning things about the game from last run. But anyway, that's not the run we're playing right now. Okay. Couple of flies is not exactly the reward I wanted. I would have spent a bomb on that blue fire, but unfortunately I was fresh out of bomb. Because it seemed worth checking out that. Spirit rock? Yikes. Tinted rock. At least the money is coming in smooth. I am down to one red heart, so I don't want to get hit by a champion enemy, but hey, we're just playing Judas. Alright, give me a surprise. Oh boy. Alright. Well, this is what we're doing now. Okay. Just get down to that corner, get them over here. Against this room, you just kind of want to go to one corner, then wait, and then go to the next corner, and then you'll usually be fine. So as you can see, we have marked where we gotta aim this darn little thingy around. And it does give us some stat increases to make up for the fact that it is a nuisance, as the French don't call it. But that is how it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a... Well, it's basement 1, so it's not likely to be a tough boss. I'm just gonna grab this now. The odds that we take a half heart of damage against the boss versus a full heart are like, eh. I don't want to get hit, but if I'm going to get hit, I don't want to die. Those little black flies will not hurt us to run into, so I'm not too worried about eliminating them. But I do want to get rid of the red ones, especially once they separate from the main one. Because when they do that, they can start causing some issues. Cool. Alright. More health, more fire rate. I can work with that. We only have 3 cents, which is a shame, because I would totally play with an arcade on this floor. But you get what you get. And you call it legit. I believe is how the saying goes. One option for playing with marked is you can just leave it in one spot and then just move your bot around. Oh, I did not get around that corner. Oh no, I should have ran into the regular one. I was trying to run into the regular one so I'd take half a heart and be invincible. So I could run past the champion. But I ran into the champion. Okay, speaking of Ludovico technique, I guess that replaces marked. It's one of the few ways to get rid of marked. So now we're doing the same thing, slightly more. Except our shot doesn't stay still. I guess it slowly comes back to us until it is within that range of us. Fascinating. I wonder if we increase our range, does it stop doing that as much? Regardless, we got this big old death ball floating around. And I think Ludovico technique is easier to aim than marked. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Because Ludovico technique, you have to know where Isaac is, and you have to move the thing around. And if you get the thing on an enemy, it does damage. Marked, you have to move the thing around, and you have to think about like where it is in relation to Isaac and the enemies. Math. Math hard. Get a little donation in. A very little donation. It's gonna take a long time to fill it up if that's how it's gonna play. But we carry on. It is nice to have enough damage to just be able to move it through flies. Alright, we've seen our shop, we've seen our treasure room, let's see our devil room. It is nice against an enemy like this. It'll definitely take some damage. Very tasty. And I'll take the shovel and then Guppy. Taking Guppy anyway, so the shovel is effectively free because I'm going to leave her with 1 red heart anyway. We did unlock a new item, Death's List, so that'll probably show up at some point. I'll check for a secret room. The doorstop has appeared. Wonder if we just found enough secret rooms or what. Well, let's see what's going on in this boss challenge room, because we do have a free ticket out of there. Hey, a crawl space. We love those. Just a chest, but maybe there's cool things. The key is exactly what we want. Now we shall open this golden chest without fear or shame. Grab one of those. And I don't really care about fighting this room, so I'm just going to hop on down. Most of the time, the main reward is for starting the room. Finishing the room is not a big deal. I'm just going to keep opening the shovel whenever it comes up, because I want to get another crawl space. Especially if it has, like, you know, items, as they often can, or better yet, well, sometimes better, a black market. Not always better, but sometimes better. And, I mean, in this case, trading health for power when we have 9 lives, we have a lot of hearts to trade. God's flesh. Sometimes enemies will get real little, and we can step on them if we want. The one thing about Ludovico technique is it makes it a lot harder to switch from hitting an enemy on one side of the room to another. But just keeping it in between them, I can go to whichever one opens up. Got another key. Alright, that was pretty smooth. You'll notice I'm opening these shovel holes far away from the entrances so that I don't walk into them by mistake if I happen to go back through a room. Not likely to go back through that room, but I could. That challenge room is another place we could skip through to exit the floor. So when we finish up here, that might be our path of egress. It's just kind of a headache trying to deal with Ludovico technique on little, small, fast enemies. Like, if you just hold down a fire button, and just hold still, eventually the enemies will usually run into it. But these, you gotta just really get them. Got enough money to go shopping. Don't really care about the ladder, but I'll blow this up. Yeah, pseudo kind of flight. Doesn't seem like the most exciting thing I could do with my money. Next room. And there's the boss. Have we already been to our treasure room? Yeah, we have. Been to our treasure room, been to our shop, got our shovel charge. Let's see what you got for me, Polycephalus. So this is a good enemy, just hold still. Its shots have just enough height to get over the rocks. Tried to hide behind the rock, but that will not do it against this enemy. I get a black heart and 3 bombs. Not the most exciting boss reward. Those are all things we had plenty of. But, oh well. Not the most exciting chest reward, but it only cost us a few seconds walking. At least we didn't fight for it. I'll see what's in here. Well, we spent 2 keys and we got 2 keys back, so it's hard to be upset about that. Next up, we'll deal with these little buddies. And luckily, in real life, the dog is behaving herself. A bit of a nuisance, because there was other people around who were having company over, but didn't necessarily want the dog to be part of that visit. But the dog did, so the dog was just standing at the back door and barking, or yelping, really, just practically whimpering, just let me out, I want to come say hi. And I was, you know, there was no way to see that in me coming. I was in bed at the time, and I wanted to sleep, but eventually became clear that the dog was not going to stop being very loud, and nobody else was going to stop the dog being very loud. So I got up and I just had to take the canine for a journey around our neighborhood. I can't say the W word, because she knows it pretty well. But after that, if I left her downstairs, she'd just go back to the door and bark till the company is gone from the backyard. So she's just hanging out in my room. But that also means that if she barks, it will be very much in my face. But, you know, she's a big enough animal that if she barks, it's going to be in everybody's face anyway, no matter where she is. So I figure at least this way, if she starts to be a big whiny butt, I can at least go, hey, dog. And that sort of problem solving and quick thinking usually resolves everything. We can try to go to the shop to increase our double chance, but I'm lazy and it's a long walk to get here from anywhere else. The husk is a good enemy for Ludovico technique, because you can just move the tier with it and just constantly damage it. Man, matchstick and... or... what is it? Book of matches? What is the item called? I don't know. The thing we got last boss and the thing we got this boss, just like, have a little health and some keys. Have a little health and some bombs. Have you considered, like, a little health and some damage of any kind? I mean, honestly, shot speed would be kind of my main thing. I don't know. Ludovico technique or marked? I chose Ludovico technique partly because it's, you know, another stat upgrade as well. But marked might require less micromanagement because you can just kind of leave it going. Pills time. I found pills. I found pills. And I found health. Alright, give me my devil chance. Give me my E item. Okay, that's fine. Just an item that doesn't really do anything. I'm going to shovel my way out of the boss challenge room to get out of the floor. I might play this a few times. We didn't get a devil room, so we might get an angel room. I'm going to give up a few of my 9 lives. See what can happen. Okay, we got a soul heart out of it. So our next life will be protected when we want it to be. And give me the soul heart payout. I mean, not immediately, but here. The money payout is also fine. We don't care about fighting the second angel statue because we can't fight it without losing our soul heart, or alternatively just dying and not being able to fight it anyway. So we're gonna move on from this. Not sure I would have, yikes, sold all my health for that money, but we've done it. We're not small enough or fast enough to get behind those. I was thinking about if there was a way we could get to and bomb that tinned rock, but tinted rock, but I think we're pretty effectively blocked from it. Items? That's a good item. Hey, goat head. Okay, well now we do have to fight this. Or alternatively die, but I'll fight it. Because now we can go back to the boss room and we will get access to the devil room. Well, that's unfortunate. But I guess it doesn't do a full heart of damage. So we're fine. Teratoma is going to be a tricky enemy. Take the short way out. And a little sleepy because I got up before I intended to get up because dog care was a thing that needed to happen. On the plus side, we got the goat head and now we no longer need to preserve our devil chance because it's always 100. Don't know what it is, but I'm buying. It's trash. I don't think it works at all with Ludovico. What? So, when your normal tiers go through multi-dimensional baby, it creates a copy. With Ludovico technique, it creates a copy that we can't control that just follows us? What? Well, that's really interesting and cool. No idea why that would happen. It's very weird, but I guess it's just an extra thing that can sometimes do damage if enemies walk into it. Maybe if we really tried, we could... Didn't realize we'd push the bomb with us. We're getting towards the number of lives where I might need to start preserving them. But we're not quite there yet. I can lose one more before I start to be cautious. I want shot speed. It takes so long to get to hit things, to hit the things. I mean, it's basically just like having super low speed on a regular run. But we got some interesting stuff going on, and I learned a new thing. We have all the bombs we'll ever need. Just didn't quite mean to break that yet, but it doesn't super matter. So the thing about the pure white champion enemies is you can't destroy them, you can't damage them until every other enemy in the room is dead. And the issue is that enemy spawns enemies, so you gotta kill everything else and then you can damage it a little. Okay, I may need to start being a little more careful. And then you can't damage it anymore. What the heck. I'll just fight it. We got some health. I do want to take that health and start preserving my lives. Hey, these enemies will actually run into that one. I can just put these down and run the enemies into them. That's fun. Not my best dodging today, but you know, I haven't been playing a ton of Isaac in a little while. It's reasonable things would go that way. Check for a secret room. I'm not sure that would have actually done it, but it's definitely not there because there's a pit. I could blow up the mirror machine, try and get some pills, but we haven't seen any good pills this run. So, I don't know. It's not like our bombs are worth much. But we might as well save our time. Just keep on grooving and schmoovin'. On to the next. Oh, shot speed. Please play nice shot speed. Okay, there we go. Don't care about that, because it can just hang. Is this the only kind of enemy now? Man, I need to stop running into stuff. Ooh, an Emperor card. I'll just go ahead and take 96 coins. That's enough coins in most circumstances. Maybe we'll get a restock machine and a blank card offered, and we'll think, oh, what fools we were. Okay. I was kind of using the bomb just to slow that thing down a bit. Just to make it run into the bomb instead of more. Alright. Teleporting enemies are also hard to deal with via Ludovico technique. I mean, I want that. But right now, if I try to get it, I will die. Okay, there's a balls of steel pill in here somewhere, I bet. Puberty can give us max HP, which would be great. I have found pills. I'm gonna chug those. Not for any reason. Range down is a shame. I like being made small. I'm excited, and I have found a lot of pills. Wow. I'm pretty sure we know of a balls of steel pill in this run, but we are just not seeing it here. That was a lot of pills, though. Hey, that's Guppy's head. I mean, some people would look at that and say that's a soul heart, but I look at it and say it's Guppy's head. Ah, do you hear it? The pupper is starting to whine a little bit. The pupper wants to go be where the people are. And that's not going to happen. Oh, this is a good time to get our I'm excited room. You can hear the music sped up, and the enemies would be sped up too. Luckily, that's happening in a room with no enemies. It's going to happen like one more time randomly, because we took that awful pill. Guppy's head is actually going to be really nice, because it's going to deal damage to things that get close to us. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong tier. I was looking at the wrong Ludovico. Oh, it's sped up so fast. Really hard to dodge that mask when it's just moving around at maximum velocity. Dang you, I'm excited pill, you cost me a Guppy life. But as long as we stay away from it, it doesn't charge. And then we get some health so we can actually play with this double deal, maybe. You know what? I should have checked the health afterwards. Do I want a contract from below? No, not like that. Alright, well that was a bit of a... Yikes, what is with these sad endings here? Ah, well. That's how it goes sometimes. I will catch you around.